Empaths, we must talk about the backlash. It's an important conversation because if you are trying to change your life and you are not prepared for the backlash, it has a powerful potential to hinder your journey of growth. It's your girl, Keely Taverner, psychotherapist who's passionate about helping empaths break free of one-way relationships so that we can move on and have a good life, right? Because that's what you want for yourself. I'm not wrong, because you want to be happy, right? You want a fulfilling life with healthy and wholesome relationships. Absolutely. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the backlash. And the backlash is a serious hamper to your capacity to change. Firstly, you've done all the reading. You've watched all the YouTube videos. You may even have read the books. And you understand boundaries. You understand that you need to change. You now get it. You're moving on in your understanding. However, when you begin to change, there will be ripples. You must remember that when you change, people change. However, what often happens to us empaths is we've read our books, we've got this shiny new information about boundaries, how best to look after ourselves, the importance of prioritizing ourselves, which in isolation makes utter sense. However, when you go to apply the knowledge, you may experience a backlash. And that's the first tip of today. When we go to apply the insights that we've developed about self-care, prioritizing ourselves and boundaries, remember when you change, people change. The first thing is the backlash. Secondly, if you are personally going through a situation right now where you're beginning to change and you're experiencing the backlash, if you need support and help, feel free, check the links below. I'm available to support you. The backlash can be incredibly difficult because after all, we just think that we're making steps to change our lives. However, when we change, people change. Remember, empaths, we've spoiled a lot of people. So as you recoil and begin to shift, this will have an adverse impact on other people, especially if you have people who have a lifestyle off of you. Your change in behavior will be particularly problematic for those people. And as such, my encouragement to you is we need to expect backlash. This is an important aspect of the journey of growth. It's very uncomfortable, but as you move from being fresh and become more seasoned in the journey of change, my hope for you is in time that you will learn to expect the backlash, especially because, like I said, it depends on what power dynamics are also at interplay. Who have we spoiled? As I often say to my clients, some people are going to be on your old tariff and they are not going to welcome your change. Your change is going to be let me say it again. Your change is going to be exceptionally uncomfortable for them. So there will be a pushback. There may well be a backlash. It is in your best interest to begin to expect that. Thirdly, as you, like I said, I've read the YouTube, you've done the self-help reading, watched the YouTube videos, and you started on your journey of change. And now, as you endeavor to make yourself a better person, to grow, to move beyond your limitations, you hit the brick wall where people are not necessarily supporting you in the way that you would hope. These may well be some of the very same people that have asked you to change or tell you you need to change. However, as you now do, it becomes a problem. Often that's because it's a problem for them specifically. They didn't mind if you changed over yonder, but now your growth and your change is directly and adversely impacting on them. Houston, we have a problem. Now, this is very difficult, especially if you're an empath who has incredible self-doubt. Self-doubt is also a crippler to you on your journey of growth and change and to flourishing your greatest potential. You need to be mindful of this. Remember, as I said, firstly, when you change, people change. Secondly, we need to brace ourselves, expect impact, especially the more dependent people are upon us. But lastly, empathic people, we must also be mindful when we go on our journey of change, power dynamics. Oh yes, you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. When you're not conscious of power dynamics and you're there in your new shiny self-help t-shirt, I love me and I'm doing me and so on and so forth. Maybe you got your Lululemon gym outfit, you got the matching flask and the yoga mat. The challenge you may have as you embark upon your journey is that will be incredibly inconvenient for you. And when we are not mindful of power dynamics, people will use power to squash and hinder us. So these are important aspects that you may experience on the journey of growth and change that can hinder you. It's one of the reasons why I encourage you to get companionship and support. You can all learn this information. It's free and available everywhere. However, when the backlash hits you, it can be particularly difficult and very discombobulating. And if you have the added trouble of a lack of self-belief, which we know is self-doubt, if you doubt you and it's been a massive deal for you to begin this journey, then this can be a very big turning point for you. And it's at this point I encourage you to consider getting help. Going it alone is particularly difficult because there's nuances and how people, are sly, they're cunning, they're conniving in the small ways that people can sabotage your greatness, which may well be very difficult for you as you embark on your journey because you could have never predicted it. You could have never thought that potentially certain relationships would end or certain relationships would become strained or certain people would treat you in particular ways. I know, I get it, it's not comfortable. But listen, being stuck weren't comfortable either. That's why you've now started the journey of change. So I hope this video and these insights about the backlash and 3 aspects you need to look out for has been helpful to you. If you need any help dealing with unnecessarily difficult narcissistic people, feel free to click the link below. You know I got the resources for you. It's your gal, Keely Taverner. Do take care of you, because if you don't, no one is coming to save you. You must learn to save yourself. That's